success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. He'll bring it out. It's heat. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Selden. Oh, he's got some space. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. There he goes to the right. Pass to Tech. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He'll pull it on the read. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Cavaliers can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This rivalry dates back to 1895, the first time Virginia and Virginia Tech faced. I don't even think Virginia Tech was called the Hokies then.
And the names might have changed, and this rivalry's been consistent. The hatred is consistent. The disdain for each other is so much fun to watch late in the season.
There's just so much intensity in this game because it's normally played late in the year, and the offseason is based off of who wins this game. Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll run it. Breaks into the open.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. Throws for the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. He'll keep it himself. On the move at the 30. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the Cavaliers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unleashes one. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. The snap sets up to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll send the tight end in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. On the run, fires downfield. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Flips it out in the flat. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's St. Clair. Quickly complete. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting.
There he goes! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hokies! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The inside handoff. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Grab near the marker. It's Courtney. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Back to throw. It's Barnett. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. About to get another look at this hokey offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. The give to the lone running back. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. The Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. The gun. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They'll run play action. Might be looking to run. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Keith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Selden. Grab near the sticks. It's St. Clair. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Takes the easy one to the back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for him.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fielded in the end zone, it's Courtney. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. It's a running room. All the way down to the 24-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to get it out of your own territory. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted, number 19. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Courtney. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Did the work himself. Turning it on. Touchdown, Virginia. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 18 over Georgia Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Selden. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now on the move. Can't get into the ground. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's St. Clair. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few.
Tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds the big tight end. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Dances away to buy time. Oh, he's got some space. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Handoff to the lone back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Gets it out quickly. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Hokies in the hurry-up. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to run for it. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. The toss to the outside. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off play action. Looking to buy time. Lets it fly. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Quarterback adapting. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Courtney. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Finds his big tight end. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Got a man in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Virginia. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Keith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's caught. It's Selden. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And now the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All by himself down the middle. And hold everything. He's going the other way, and he takes it back for a touchdown.
Are you kidding me?
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 5 over Marshall. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Barnett. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. They'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game.
He smashes his way through again.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a 1-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. It was the Hokies gobbling up the Cavaliers in this one, and they will claim the Commonwealth Cup. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.